Hello everyone and welcome to my office door. I love this door. This was one of the first things I painted in the house because the office was like the second project that I ever did. And I decided to go with this, in my opinion, wonderful color scheme of blue and purple. It has brought me joy since the day I painted it. It feels so happy and cheerful, but because the walls are still mainly white, it's not overwhelming. Let me show you what it looks like when I open it. It's purple on the other side. And you can see how it plays with the green in the other room. While I really love this door, I have been thinking lately it would be really fun and lovely to paint it, to make it a little more ornate and a little more custom and throw some life into it. There are also some bonus side projects that I want to do, including fixing up the hardware, which when I got to the house was already painted over, and then I just went ahead and painted over it again. And so I would like to restore it. And then secondly, when I moved into the house, the door was really sticking. It would not open. So I ended up shaving this part of the door so that it would close. But then I never sanded it. And so it's got a really rough edge. So I want to sand the edge as well to make it really nice and soft and straight. And we're getting to do some of my favorite things, like upcycling, like using something that is old, but that still has lots of life in it and transforming it into something new, giving it a new life, doing it affordably. And these things have a lot in common with today's sponsor, ThredUp. ThredUp is an online thrift shop where you can buy and sell secondhand clothing, which is a wonderful way to tap into the insane quantity and quality of clothing we have that is being thrown away. Instead of going to landfill, ThredUp is an option for you to use to find really wonderful designer, premium, new with labels often, or brands you've heard of and really like, all searchable on their website, which has some crazy great search features such as their chatbot, where you can ask, like I did, I want to look like a Monet painting. And it recommended me this beautiful shirt that is perfect for spring and totally looks like a Monet shirt. As you guys know, I'm getting married this summer, and I thought it would be fun to wear white, not just on the wedding day itself, but like on the day before or the day after. So I started looking for options on ThredUp, and oh my gosh, I found this beautiful dress that is so cute. And oh my God, this perfect white bag that I'm going to be using the entire wedding weekend, and I just think it's so cute. And so ThredUp is really good for special occasions when you're looking for something specific, or just generally as a way to fight fast fashion. If you want to check out ThredUp, use my link down in the description. That link will send you to a page of my favorites, things that I've been seeing on ThredUp and loving, but if you use my code Ariel50, you will get 50% off your first order and free shipping. It's worth checking out. Thank you so much to ThredUp for sponsoring this video. Check them out. And now let's go to the craft store. And here's my haul. I got those paints you saw me pick up and also some larger tubes, which is a lot of paint, but I need this for other future projects. I also got some brushes and a tub to keep everything organized. I'm in my little overalls and it's time, oh, and my slippers. And it's time to begin. I'm going to start by attempting to remove this mechanism, which as you can see, I really painted over. In my defense, it was already painted over. So I was like, whatever, the deed is done. But now I really can't tell what the hell's going on here. I can see the vague memory of a screw. Sounds like a literary novel. The vague memory of a screw. Oh yeah, no, it's actually okay. The paint scratches off of the screws pretty quickly. I need a smaller screwdriver. Okay, the first screw is loose. Oi! Okay, we need to all remember where that washer was. It was in there. Nobody forget. Whoa. Oh my God. Do you see that? 1862. Wow, I actually just had chills. Ooh. Great. All right, everyone, we now get to do something very fun. We get to boil this hardware. This is a technique that I learned a couple years ago, actually. And it works to get paint off of metal. It also has the added benefit of making you feel like a witch. And here we are in the kitchen with my pot full of goodies. I'm going to sprinkle baking soda on it all and then fill it up with water. We'll turn this thing on and get it to boil. We're starting to bubble a little bit as things react. Okay, it's been a couple more minutes and this is looking really gross. But that's the point. That's the point. We've got some very amazing bubbling sounds going on. And I'm going to give everything a wash. It took a few rounds of boiling the hardware and scrubbing it, but eventually, after a few hours, everything was looking beautiful, and I went to sleep. Good morning, everyone. It's a new day with a new pair of overalls, and it's time to sand this door. And we're done. Whew. The next step for the hinges was to oil them now that the paint was cleared off of them so that I could reinstall the door. Boiling the hardware worked perfectly for removing all of the old paint, but some of the pieces of metal started to rust, which hadn't happened to me before, but is totally fixable and was really fun. Basically, I had to do a lot of vinegar baths and a lot of scrubbing with my little toothbrush to get it all clean. I ended up having to open the locking mechanism in order to clean all of the parts inside of it, which then meant I needed to learn how it worked. This was maybe my favorite part of this whole project. I had so much fun tinkering, learning how it worked, and then putting it all back together, having oiled every piece. It just now works so smoothly. The brass side is so shiny, I polished it up, and then I reinstalled everything onto the door. All right, we must all say farewell to our beautiful piece here. I actually don't want to tuck it back in the door. I've become very emotionally attached, but it's nice knowing it's so clean and well oiled and so shiny. It's ready. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Wow. Okay, we're on to the final bit of hardware, and I'm trusting you guys that we're putting that little washer back in the right spot where I told you to remember it. Seems to work. Let's find out if we're locked in this room. And yes. Heck yeah. All right, everyone, it's the next day and it is finally time to start painting things onto this door, which is funny because it's day 3. And in many ways, it feels like we're just right back where we started. There's a door hanging there. It's still purple. It just is a door again. But you and I know different because I spent so much time yesterday restoring all of the hardware. Like literally hours. I just spent hours scrubbing with my little toothbrush and making it all really beautiful. And I had so much fun. It was actually very zen to understand the inner workings of that locking mechanism and put it back together again. I also, as you know, have done a fresh coat of paint on the door. There was a minor disaster actually, because partway through the day, I realized I was using a paint with a different finish. I'll show you. This is the paint I was using, and I was repainting it in eggshell, and I was supposed to be using velvet. I laugh because this sounds like it wouldn't matter and like it's not a big deal, but it did matter, and it did feel like a big deal last night when I realized, oh my God, I have to redo this. And I did have to redo it. The purple shade didn't match the trim around the door anymore. So there's been some late night painting, restoring, and now the door is looking beautiful. The hardware looks stunning. The before and after of how it looks, I'm just so excited about. And I am now going to be doing a side mission, not in this video because I don't have time, but at some point I want to find a key that fits this door, because I think because I've cleaned it up and the locking mechanism is now working again, I could make this door lock again, which would just be cool. But now on my iPad last night, I spent a bunch of time designing my idea. So I'll stand over here. You can see what I'm trying to do. I think this would be a really cute design. I spent a long time on it, even though it looks a little dorky. I think it looks really sweet, and hopefully it looks really good. I am quite nervous because I don't want it to look dumb. I want it to look really cool and fun and beautiful. And I'm honestly not the best painter, and so I'm a little intimidated, but these are pretty simple shapes, and it's just really repeating the same shape over and over again, so I think it'll look good. And all we can do now is start. Oh, wait, I had something I really wanted to show you. I forgot about this. Okay, this is huge. Watch this. Just like that, the door is closed. And I know what you're thinking. That's what doors do, they close. Not this door. I have spent years having to slam this door. I had figured out the kind of trick to closing it was doing like a one hand up here, a twist of the knob, a solid push in, and then a release. And that's how I used to lock the door every single time I closed it, or not locked it, just close it. Now I can literally just gently push and it clicks into place. So I feel really excited about fixing that. I just had to clean out the part that was attached to the wall and shift everything over a little bit. Really, really cool. Okay, I'm done talking about hardware now. We're gonna start painting. Okay, huge moment. I'm going to attempt the first flower. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. There's only one way to do it, and that's to do it. Okay. Okay, wait, you guys, it's looking adorable. It's looking adorable. It's looking adorable. I want to make it kind of thick. I think I need to wait on the green to dry a little better. Oh my god. It's the cutest thing that's ever existed. Oh. Oh my god, it's so cute. Oh my. Okay, this is fun. I'm having fun. I was not having fun yesterday, I will admit. I got pretty stressed out when I had to repaint this door. And the hardware also was causing some problems getting back on. One of the pieces is not the correct size. And I feel like maybe at some point in the last 200 years, someone switched the doorknob. But anyways, I eventually got it to work, but it actually took me hours. But now this is very fun, actually. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I have to find the center point. I'm gonna get a ruler because I don't want to mess this up. 1/2 of 7. 3.5. Empecé las flores finalmente.
Oh.
Mira.
Qué bonito.
It's gonna take a long time porque tengo que hacer toda. But it's nice, it's fun. Hello everyone and welcome to a check-in. Things are going pretty well. I am really happy with how it's looking. I think it looks so cute and happy. And these guys, these little green leaves, are my favorite thing to do. And thank God, because there's a million of them. They're actually quite quick to do, and it's like one fluid swoop. And so I can get through quite a few of them at a time. I definitely struggled with the green vine, but that's okay. It's supposed to be a vine. And once these leaves go down, you really can't see it anyways. The flower bits, the like little yellow flowers and the red flowers, require 2 coats. These leaves only require 1 coat. The vine requires 2 coats. So I'm learning a lot on the job. I am running out of steam though. I've just been working a lot the last few days. I've also simultaneously been working on another project, like the wallpaper upstairs. And it's just been a little bit too much, and my shoulders are killing me. So I am currently like feeling doubtful about doing all of this work because this has taken hours. I've watched Pitch Perfect 2 and I'm now halfway through Pitch Perfect 3. I watched Pitch Perfect 1 yesterday when I was repainting the purple. I am now doubting doing the other side of the door. I'm kind of like, do I just save that for another day, another time? Possibly do a whole video trying to find a lock that fits here, a key that fits there, and then double that up with painting the other side of the door. I'm not sure. This is really fun, and it's really making me want to paint every surface in the house. My final update for this check-in is I'm going to finish what I'm currently doing. So I'm going to finish all the leaves, and I'm going to give a second coat to everything that's currently down. Then I have some solid painting to do here. I should have done that first, but I was more excited about these leaves. But then the big question is if I paint in here or not, because I had originally schemed that, like that was my intention, but it already looks quite busy. So I think I can't make that decision until everything I'm doing right now is done, and then I will be able to tell. But it's looking great. I'm happy with it. Well, everyone, you can't believe it. I can't believe it. But here it is. Dun, 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 dun. Our beautiful door. Look. Wow. I am so absolutely thrilled with how this came out. I feel like this is one of my favorite things I've ever done. It looks even better than I hoped it would, so much better than I feared it would. I was able to stay really close to my original idea, the sketch that you saw, but I did make some modifications. For example, I ended up doing the top flowering yellow, and I ended up not doing anything in this part because I just feel like it would look too cluttered. Obviously, I didn't do the other side of the door, and I would like to. But this was so much work. It was a crazy amount of work. And I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I don't want to rush the other side of the door. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a video in the future where I do the other side of the door, but mainly I'm going to be looking for a key to fit that lock because I feel like that would be so cool. Thank you again so much to ThreadUp for sponsoring this video. Check them out. They are linked down in the description. Use my code Ariel50 to get 50% off your first order and free shipping. I hope you guys are having a good one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.